Welcome to Fit Club Vegas, the ultimate fitness destination for visitors. Drop in for a day pass and experience our 10,000 square foot fitness playground. At Fit Club, you'll find state-of-the-art equipment and a sound system so good you'll pitch your headphones. Conveniently located 7 to 12 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip, Fit Club is a perfect spot for you to come get your pump while visiting Sin City. So come check us out at 4525 West Hacienda, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fit Club Vegas, more than a gym, it's a vibe.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so we're back for another episode. The World Travelers are back.
Yes.
Guys, man, you just got back last night, right?
Midnight, yeah.
And when were you supposed to get back?
Like 4 p.m. I was going to train with Hunter as soon as because that's what Dana and Hunter do. As soon as they get up the plane, they go, oh, you do it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that jet lag.
I was going to pull that off, but it didn't happen. Anyway, publicly apologize. I missed your birthday because there was a 11-hour time difference. That's why. That's why.
Well, he said happy birthday.
Yeah.
He just said he was late. But it's okay.
So we were world travelers.
Celebrate all year now.
But tell us about your birthday. What'd you do?
I went to California. It was a good trip. Went to stay at a new hotel called the Pendry in Newport Beach. It was awesome. The weather. You know the weather in Orange.
Yeah, I know you did. You should appreciate when you go to Dubai.
Oh, my God.
I come back to Vegas. I mean,
so what is it like landing in Vegas comparable to Dubai just because everyone compares the heat?
The heat was actually more here, but the dryness makes it tolerable, right? Over there,
we started off here, and Regan and I had to go to China, and our plane was delayed an hour. So we get there, and I posted a video of Regan and I running through the airport. We get there,
yeah.
the lady. Oh, I got a funny video I'll show you of him running. It looks like a spoof, but it's real. The lady closes the door as we're walking up to it. She's like, basically, too bad. So long story short, they had to reroute us to Hong Kong, and then Hong Kong to Beijing. They lost our baggage. Then from Beijing, we went to Hangzhou. When we took off from Hangzhou is when the whole global shutdown happened. So we actually got out. Brandon Hendrickson got stuck in Japan for 3 days. He couldn't get home. But when we got to Dubai, I've been in Dubai many times, but we always went in November, October, December when it's nice. And we were in the big Emirates terminal. We were in the shitty terminal because we flew on Air China. And when we got out of there, we have our bags, and that heat hits you, and it's like underground, so there's all these cars with the exhaust. I swear to God, I looked at Regan, I said, I have to go back inside. I couldn't breathe. It was 147 degrees with the heat index. I screenshotted it. 147 with exhaust. It was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
So is that much worse?
Yeah, it's horrible. Now, did you say, like, you're from that Dubai mall, right?
Yeah.
When you go to take an Uber, and you have to wait. And you get out, he's supposed to be there, right? And then the guy goes, God knows where else. He says, okay, he's waiting. Like I'm supposed to walk there. I'm
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No. It's so. I mean, you saw the videos where I would walk out on the balcony and I would just FaceTime, and as soon as you get a half a second out, all your lenses fog up.
Yeah.
Humidity. You couldn't see out. It looked like overcast.
Yes.
When it was sunny, it was just so much humidity. But we had a couple days when the humidity went away a little bit, and you could see clear.
I didn't go out. But when we came out of the museum, you guys got the Uber. Yeah, we got the Uber before you.
Yeah.
But the guy was God knows where.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? And then we waited like 8 minutes in the heat.
Stuff. Milos and I and Betty and Vanessa went and saw Museum of Future?
Future, yeah.
It was kind of cool. Showing some of it was. Well,
I was kind of surprised you guys went to Cheesecake Factory out all places to eat over.
We did. We were honoring your birthday.
Honoring your birthday, exactly.
We didn't even get any cheesecake, though.
And I was the only one who didn't clean. All these 3 junk food eaters were eating like that.
I had a salad. And
Salad.
I did. I had chicken salad, but then I got the flatbread.
Yeah.
I never get flatbread. You actually order it sometimes. Flatbread?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there ordering. I'm like, I'm just going to get a chicken salad. Then all of a sudden I'm like, flatbread looks really good. I'm like, yeah, I'll take one of those.
Hey, do you eat that bread in a Cheesecake Factory?
Brown bread.
Holy shit.
The brown bread's good. You can buy it at the supermarket, actually.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Phil just sent me all these cheesecakes and desserts, bro. I'm like, oh, my God. It showed up today, and Angie's like, what the? Like, it just kept showing.
He messaged me a couple days ago and said, what's his address? So then Cherie hit me yesterday and said, we're going to send him so much food, he's going to have no choice but to eat it.
I said that, I sent a video. I'm like, what are you expecting to do? Like dessert after dessert after
How much
dessert.
did they send you?
Like one big cheesecake, a full cheesecake, and then they sent me from Freed's like probably 8 slices of different like cake.
Yeah,
stuff.
and Cherie said there was some really good bakery or something.
Yeah.
Send it to you. So she messaged me. She's like, "Are they home yet?" I'm like, "No, they're driving back today." She's like, "Okay, we're going to send it tomorrow." But
Yeah.
A cheesecake slice is about 1,500 calories.
so does cheesecake?
I ate pretty bad this weekend, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have a surprise.
Okay, there you go.
You have no idea what's coming. So, while we were in Dubai, there's a big craze going on of a special chocolate that everybody wants.
No, I didn't get it.
I have one.
Yeah,
And this is shout out to Lee Priest. He said, I have to give you a chocolate bar, and he wants proof that you will take a bite. So that's the chocolate bar, and you got to open it and crack it. So this particular chocolate,
that one?
yes,
Pistachio?
they only make it. It's a pretzel pistachio. They only make it. A woman makes it in her house. You can only buy it for 5 minutes twice a day.
Where do you get that info, man?
I'm serious.
So Lee knows all about this.
No. Lee just said give him a chocolate bar.
Okay.
So, but he didn't know about this. But Zahar got it for me. I couldn't find it. Vanessa and I went all over the place. They're like, no, there's only one
for it.
I think it's like $30.
Is it really?
They try to sell me one underground for $150.
Oh, look how it looks.
Yeah.
So look at that.
Yeah,
So you're supposed to break it open, like right down the middle.
Wow, this is an inside to it.
There you go.
Wow.
Milos, you got to try it. It's supposed to be the best chocolate.
If he insists, okay, for his birthday. And what's inside?
I don't
What's
know.
not pistachio?
Well, there's two. There's a
This looks like
pistachio one and a pretzel.
It looks like a tuna.
But it's Did you try it, Matt? No, I never did. I just brought this back, and I specifically brought it back just for you.
How's that, Lee?
Wow.
I can't taste the pistachio.
It's not the pistachio one. It's the same company, same everything, but
Wow, thank you.
so that's your.
This good or
Good.
That was actually really, really good.
Mm-hmm. I like
good? The fridge is a little milk.
So now Lee Priest
like it.
told you I was going to have Jay try some chocolate. You had no idea it was going to be the chocolate that's all over TikTok that everyone's going crazy about from Dubai.
When you saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, question. How many, what was the most pieces of cheesecake you had ever in one sitting? One. You're so boring. God damn.
It's kind of hard to eat a lot of
No.
cheesecake, though. You can eat a lot.
Pieces of.
Yeah, I'm a
Why you
vacuum cleaner.
What'd you eat? How many?
7.
No way.
I got to tell you.
Lucky you didn't have a heart attack.
92, we had Joey there, Lou Farina, Landon Murray, Vince Taylor, and there was some video for the shock system, Vader, whatever. And back then, they have a pre- and post-workout ampule, blue and red and blue, yeah. You're supposed to drink. You break the ampule and you drink it.
Uh-huh.
But that was a prototype sample or whatever. And because I was maybe good-looking guy, I was supposed to be in the commercial and drink that shit. It's okay, but I already planned. The next day I'm going to start my diet, so I'm going to go to Cheesecake Factory. I was in L.A. and beautiful. But they gave me that stupid thing, right? And they have only one of each, right? So one take. You have to make sure that you do it correctly. So they gave me that blue thing, and, you drink. You know how when you already drink and taste so bad, but you can't make the face or anything. Your bag is swelling. But anyway, I managed the first one. And then they gave me the second one. And man, halfway through, I puked.
No way.
Yeah, they could never use that footage, right? But so they used only one. But right after that, they're supposed to go to the Cheesecake Factory. But I had that stupid aftertaste. And you have a cheesecake after cheesecake, but, that taste killed it. So I had a 7 times 1,500, 10,000 calories for nothing. I didn't even enjoy it. But I still regret that.
I was gonna say,
10,000 calories.
Did you eat those 7 pieces the day before you had the phone call where you held it?
Oh, no.
So what, you ordered different kinds of cheesecake?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
7 different.
What's your favorite kind?
I'm strawberry guy.
With strawberries, yeah. He said you were strawberries.
How many did you eat yesterday?
What do you mean?
How many pieces? Just one?
No, I didn't eat any yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna eat it?
Why not? Because I just got it this morning.
Oh, okay.
So when I was there, though, we had like Angie bought me a cake. She sent a cake to the room, and I had a piece that was really good.
Yeah.
I actually brought it home. So I'm surprised you're actually going to bring it home.
You went without Angie?
No, she was here.
Just had it sent to the room.
Yeah, sent me a nice flower arrangement and stuff like that. But it was cool. We had a good time. We sat by the pool.
The whole time.
51?
51, yeah.
The whole time I was there, I was actually on like somewhat of a normal diet because we just ate the meals from.
I wasn't.
I only went out to eat like 3 times the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you ate it.
We went out with New Tech twice.
Yeah. And then that was the best meal.
We went out to eat with New Tech twice, and me, you, and
that
Betty went out. That's it. I mean, all the other miles we just would go to Milos and we would get meals.
That was
all right. So listen, before we get into this, tell me about training at Bino's gym, because I trained there before it really opened, and he sent me videos and told me.
I didn't really train. I just went one time. I trained the cruise and everything we did. 2 days before the show and day before the show, you don't want to kill them.
Didn't get crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 2 days after the show, I want to really train legs because legs need to improve. But also, you have to be a little careful, right? You can't really push to the limit. The crazy thing is it's packed like this all the time, right?
That many people?
Yeah, always. Doesn't matter what time.
Membership's pretty expensive, right?
About over $300.
It's beautiful, beautiful gym, variety of equipment. I enjoyed it. So I tried to do like 15 minutes because Zahir was waiting for me, right? So I said, let me just do like a little bit chest because at least if we can pump the chest a little bit and look jacked. But, I put there was 3 pieces of equipment. I put the plates and I go from 1 to 2nd. By the time I go to 3rd, they already took my plates on the first one. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And every time I did it.
People clean up?
Yeah, no, clean up, but they just take the plates.
What do you mean? The people working out?
Yeah,
people just take your plates, yeah.
Plates, like
people. I hate
oxygen.
I mean, you have
wait, boys.
Trees there with full of plates. Why do you take from somebody who's just working? And then when I wanted to do the giant set with the cruise for chest, so I patiently waiting for the guy to finish bench press. So how many sets? 4 sets, okay. And then in between, he's texting and all this shit, which I can't stand. It should be a rule that you can't bring your mobile phone on the gym floor. That should be a rule.
Someday they'll make that.
Hopefully.
They'll have a gym that does it.
Anyway, and so by the time this guy finished, and I was on the other machine, and I wanted to go to the bench, some other guy came and he wanted to do 4 sets. So, but anyway, it's a wonderful gym. But let me tell you,
get to go or
no? But he went to that oxygen gym in Abu Dhabi, and this is the first time I went to
that's right,
oxygen
because you guys were in a different place. That's
holy shit.
And
I didn't expect that.
From what I remember, that's one of the smaller ones.
That's for the body of that.
Way bigger.
But let me tell you, minimum 50 pieces for each body part.
Oh yeah.
Minimum.
The one that we saw in Kuwait, that 5-story one, he said he's built 2 bigger than that in Kuwait, but the new one in Dubai is about 100 meters long, he said, in 5 stories.
Hunter texted me about it, and I said, what do you think about bringing that to Vegas?
Yeah, he asked me.
Yeah.
He asked me, but I said, like, yeah, I would just change the name into Colosseum.
There you go.
You're
going to be a gym owner again one day. I can feel it.
One day, maybe. But listen, I mean, okay, somebody told me this information is guaranteed false. They're making 800,000 square feet. I said, no, it's 80. No, it says 800,000. Somebody told me, no, it's impossible, right?
800,000. That's like bigger. That's like bigger than the Arnold X.
80,000 would be like 4 times bigger. 3 times bigger than my Colosseum gym. So I could assume they can be, a little bit bigger, but no. 800,000. And they wanted to bet me, and I chickened out. After that, one time, that's you chicken.
That Fry building's 150,000 feet.
Imagine that.
The Fry building.
And that's 150. So imagine a gym that's that big, but 5 stories.
Anyway, whoever is watching, if that's true, confirm 800,000 square feet.
Which one? The oxygen one?
Yeah, oxygen. I think in Dubai.
So what did you guys train?
We just doing chest, of course.
Did you use something you'd never used before?
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't even know. You see how they took
take the name off.
They take the name off.
What was the movement?
Okay, there was incline. It was most perfect stretch. So you really feel that crazy stretch. But then when you push it, it loses the tension, right? So I didn't particularly like it. Not just that, here it is. And not because I'm wearing a new tech and I represent a new tech. We went to the manager and Hunter just goes, okay, what is your favorite chest piece? Brrr. New tech. What is your favorite back piece? New tech. And ask Hunter. I'm going to go train with Hunter. He says New Tech is the best equipment company out there. Because Mr. Buan is really one of those particular ones to look at the strength curve and angles and, all this shit. I don't know how it's even possible that hack press, you work there, you only feel the muscle. It look identical in Milos, and I put the cruise on it, and it's not the same feeling. It looks identical. Probably angle by angle, everything is the same.
Every time I go to Milos, it's different. And the next time we go, it's going to be different again. Because when you pull in and the gym's to the right and they drop you off and there's like a little cafe in the back, when you pull in an Uber, to the left, there's this massive garage. They just got ownership of it.
Oh.
So in 90 days, he said they're going to put Olympic-sized swimming pool in there. They're moving all the boxing and the MMA in that middle part over there. And he said the whole 3 rooms is being nothing but bodybuilding.
They have a posing room.
Yeah.
I took business there.
Did you try any of the food at the gym?
Yeah, actually. I do now. I do remember I was kind of hungry, and we had the celebration of Becruz victory and the cake. But before a cake, when you're hungry and you just have a cake, you can't enjoy it. So I had to eat first solid food.
Why don't you just eat the whole cake instead of solid food?
It's not the same.
How did you sleep?
Good with the sleeping pills.
I slept like dog shit the whole time.
Yeah, I don't take a chances.
And the hotel was okay?
Yeah, decent. Yeah.
We popped Regan and I we just got an Airbnb right across the street from the mall. So every morning we'd wake up and we'd just go walk around the mall, do cardio, and we'd come back. And
I'm kind of bummed that I didn't do what you did, right? Book some special hotel, because this was like over $200 a night. What you show me what you got for $500.
I mean, I had a 2,000 square foot feet at the W. The last year.
Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm. He's got all the money, dude. Do you see this?
Yeah. You have more than 7 cars, right?
No. Well, you got what? You got at least 6.
Yeah,
I got 5, yeah.
Oh, look at him. No, only 5.
Okay.
Milos, how many cars do you have?
1. Like you're supposed to.
I only got 1 ass, so I only need 1 car.
I mean, come on, man. Even though I was going to buy his Mercedes until he told that story.
Until he shit his pants.
that was kind of too much. Yeah.
Was he going to buy that?
Yeah, he was going to buy it. Then you told you to shit your pants. Yeah.
There's a shit like, yeah. But after that story...
He saw it then before I gave it?
No, he told you about it.
No, you told me that you have it and you were selling it. I said, okay. But then I heard your story that you shit in that car on the red light.
That was a great car, actually.
You shit your pants.
Yeah, imagine driving against the car.
You see it on the Mark Bell podcast? Mark Bell had
the little cartoon. The cartoon's great.
I'll send it to you sometime.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
What?
They have a little cartoon of the whole thing.
Yeah,
he
made
story.
that.
And it shows him
like a
lifting up and shit.
spoof.
Oh, I have to see it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
This is what encouraged me to tell my Lori Granny story.
That's funny. All right, so we're going to talk about Dubai.
Yeah, look, Milos had a Victor.
Yeah.
I got a special piece of footage. He had no idea was filming him as it happened. And he was a little teary-eyed. Yeah, I could put it up.
Oh, sure. I did have a teary-eye. I mean, look.
You knew he was going to win, though.
Oh,
he had no clue. Listen, and I told us, in my opinion, it was a clear win for Becruz.
Yeah.
but Milos is his coach, and he's not gonna. You're in the moment, and he's invested. So maybe your mind plays a little tricks on you at times, or you don't think it.
100%.
And I thought that, but as soon as it happened, I figured he was going to win. So I snuck around him. He had no idea. I went underneath the ropes, and I just filmed him.
Ah, shit. I think it's going to be embarrassing. Please don't show. But listen,
I posted it. You think you?
That one is tolerable. Okay. Thank God it didn't tape me afterwards, because
I know. But when you watch him on stage, did you say, "Okay, I know you're biased, but you have to have it's like a."
Okay, I tell you this. For me, when he competed in Spain against Boniak, with all due respect to Boniak, with all the conditioning and density and everything, it's still you're judging the body, not the density, not dryness, not just conditioning. You judge the whole thing. And Becruz has one of those bodies that is just unbelievable, that you enjoy watching. Wide shoulders, round, striated, super small waist. I mean, dominant in any front and back pose, even though they gave a backdoor biceps to Boniak. I mean, yes, density is there, but you still need that V-taper and everything. Yeah. So I thought that Becruz was going to win in Spain, as he didn't. And now coming here, I thought that William Boniak looked tremendous. His conditioning was on. I see them backstage. They were pumping up together. And I have to say this, if I didn't say this publicly. When I was with Becruz, he showed me the message from Boniak and the long voice message. He's trying to help him come to the United States. Which for me, right there, I mean, I was always William fan, but that touched my heart. Like, oh my God, he's really trying to help him. So when they were pumping up behind, they were very cordial. Then they did that little posing together. And I'm looking at Boniak, that density cannot be overlooked. Jesus Christ. Crazy, yes. So, of course, Becruz has a way better shape, way better V-taper and all that stuff. But if you just look at density and hardness, and then, you could see that, maybe they could go, if this is the only requirement. And the same judge, Tyler, was watching the other show and this show. So Tyler said that, Becruz considerably improved here. And I didn't see it from the standpoint of what I talked to you about, the tanning. I don't know if you had that situation before. We all talk about how tanning can ruin, but I've never seen in my life anything that is bad. I saw him before they applied the tan, and then when they applied the tan, like, oh, shit. So I told the lady, okay, this is not looking good, this blotchy. Oh, when we put the glaze, it's all going to even out and all this stuff. And when they were putting the oil, it was getting 10 times worse. And then they're supposed to go, on the stage, and then I said, like, I'm going to just try to fix it. So I tried to fix it, and the more I did, worse it became. Seriously. So that's another thing that I thought it could affect him. Thank God it didn't. So
yeah, I mean, when and look, and sometimes I question myself because I don't have great vision, but when William came out, I thought he wasn't his normal crazy hard through the upper body. He seemed a little softer, not soft, but not as hard as he normally is. And same with Nathan, they were bursting full, but he didn't seem like he had that normal, just crazy, just nastiness. And I'm not going to say the other person's name, but there was another person who's been top 5 at the Olympia that was sitting right by me, and he looked back at me and said the same thing. He said, they're not as hard as normal. So I didn't think it was. Yeah. It was my eyes.
From where we were sitting, nobody looked as good as I see them backstage. Okay. So,
and it could have been just the light too.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm telling you, and judges might be much closer and they see differently, right? And then from where we are, and I know that people are going to say, you're so full of shit and all that stuff, right? But I've seen everything. Even we're going to talk about Tampa show, right? I've seen some video footage of John looking spectacular. And then somebody, ooh, he's off. I mean, it's like pictures probably taken at the same moment, but from 2 different cameras, different angles. Yeah.
I'm thinking of that right now. Like, I never thought of that until right now. if you are 10 feet off to the side and you're not sitting where Steve is, you might not see the same thing that Steve sees.
Tyler Mangan says this all the time.
100%.
I say, don't even go there because what we see live, you see the flesh and moving fibers and everything, and then you look from
the light
from where we were.
They are.
Nobody was really that conditioned.
No, it didn't look like anyone nailed it.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, backstage you could see it. Now, when you say about Nathan, okay, they went for that full look, and I assume because Rubiel beat him in Prague, right? Rubiel is monster, so they were going for that bursting full look. You know, I mean, when Regan beat him in Italy last year or whatever, you know, so he could be possibly better conditioned than Regan, but Regan was just a combination of hashtag bodybuilding, beat him in that aspect. Now, he beat William bursting full, okay? So I guess you have a formula. So they were going for that bursting full look. I think that they would be way better if they slim down a little bit and get some hardness. Because
I'm sure Stefan will figure it out.
Here through all the time. And he has that wide back, you know, so probably live and learn. We don't know which look
we should do is since Jay's actually he's only seen him once, but he's never seen him compete. What was your initial thought when Rubiel walked out?
Absolute freak. I mean, I see him backstage. I mean, this is not even humanly possible. Eh? The legs.
I don't know.
No, but why is it like? I mean, we've seen Rami, we've seen Victor Richards, we've seen Ronnie Coleman as biggest.
I mean, his legs could be bigger than Ronnie Coleman's back in the day.
I believe they were.
Even though I witnessed Ronnie, I mean, your legs were freaky, but at some shows, comparing to just volume, you were feathered, super separated, and Ronnie never had that, really. Never had the feathers, and separation is questionable.
Big, yeah.
Yeah. You had it, but when you just look at the size, no, this is the first time I've seen Rubiel, everything from calves to the quads. It's crazy. Unfortunately, yeah, he has that wider waist structure. And as I told Chris Cormier, when somebody is straight up and down, you have to push the shoulders out and lats out at all times. You don't have a commodity of just standing straight down, because if they see you straight as a door, right away, they get that impression. Yeah, later on you get in a pose, but they saw you, with no V-taper. So he should constantly, push the shoulders out and lats out. And then it's formidable. I mean,
did he improve a lot from the last year?
Conditioning-wise, he regressed.
Okay.
But quality of a muscle and thickness and width, I mean, when he opened up those lats, they were wide.
Yeah.
Chest is stupid full. Shoulders are much better. Arms are, also improved. So just like I mentioned this a million times, Hottie chop on his master presentation. Every microsecond on the stage, he knew what he was doing, angles, and what to present. If Chris Cormier and Rubiel work on that one, listen, you're on that stage minutes, not hours, really. When there's that comparison, you have to do that 90-second routine that he wasted with the stupid dancing. I mean, I also already said, Rubiel, this was your presentation of your physique, not of your ability to not dance, because that's, for a Latino, that was bad dancing, right? Shaking ass and moving left and right. I mean, that's the moment when you're supposed to
judge your
freakiness. So he lost it there. But he's going to be danger.
Do you think he has the potential to be a top champion, or
I don't see him
win some pro shows?
He can win the pro shows.
He can win pro shows for sure.
Yeah.
Is he going to be a threat at the Olympia at some point? Because he is standing there seems to be the worst pose for him. Just standing, right? Because it's really hard to show the V-taper if the shoulders aren't, like, if he hasn't figured out how to really flare the shoulders and all that, right?
Yeah, but then a lot of times people go for the freakiness.
You know what? Like, it's hard to say this, but I just think he's too big. It's counterproductive for. He is. He is more freaky than Rami.
Rami was way wider. This guy is like just thick.
He's just massive.
Yeah.
The only other time I'd ever seen someone, because when he came out, I was sitting like off to the left, so he was kind of walking towards me. The only other time I've seen someone walk at me like that when I was in a crowd was when Ronnie Coleman guest posed, and he was 315 pounds. He looked as freaky as Ronnie did guest posing in contest shape. It's.
I mean, put it this way: he was next to Samson on in Prague show, and holding his own in size department in many poses.
For sure.
Right?
And Samson's one of the largest guys.
Samson was a monster, right? He just Samson is pretty monster, and this guy is a monster.
I mean, you saw Nasser at his biggest. I mean, he was massive like that.
I just saw Nasser and you on Instagram yesterday that when you guys were posing together.
Oh yeah,
it was yesterday on Instagram. I forgot about that.
2000 or something, I think.
You were still young, yeah.
I mean, look, you saw him when we were in Germany.
Yeah, a little different in the gym from.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see what his physique looked like torn down, and obviously he was too heavy, right?
Apparently, he was on 150 grams of carbs for days.
What was his weight, Milos?
300 plus minus, as Chris said. But
he in my look, and I'm not a professional, but it looked like he could pull another 10 or 15 off of him.
Easy.
That's what it looked like to me.
Easy, yeah.
And if he does, who knows what it looked? Look, who knows what he'll look like when he comes out? He could.
I mean, logically, you're the biggest guy, thickest guy.
By far.
Yeah. Why would you risk conditioning for any kind of fullness? Oh, yeah, he was 150, and now they're going to start carving up. Like, what would you carve it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I mean, look, he's a new guy, and you can tell. I'm sure he's going to learn the ropes, and he'll get better and better.
What if Andrew Jack showed up at that show?
Yeah, Andrew is Andrew. I mean, he would give hell to Behruz, and Behruz would give him trouble, you know? They are both tall. Andrew is a little bit taller, I think. And Andrew is just, a beautiful monster. He is. And
we're going to see here that,
Yeah, in a few days. Yeah,
next weekend.
In a few days. But speaking of that, yeah, I want to touch that subject. I'm just reading a Tampa score sheets.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, this weekend. So there's 2 UAE guys competing in Tampa.
Yeah.
Vlad and Foda. And they both also entered the show week ago, right? Chicago. So, question to you, why would you fly from UAE, from your hometown Dubai, that you can compete for $100,000, and instead week apart do the show in the United States that you can make $15,000? Yeah, I just want to know the logic.
I think the only reason, and I don't know the exact reason, but I think they didn't believe they could win that show, and they wanted to.
It's a confidence thing.
Confidence thing.
Look, there's some big dude. William Bonac is one of the most decorated guys in history, and Nathan's got over 13 pro wins.
And then 11, 12.
12 or 13, whatever it is. Behruz, obviously, and you got Rubiel there. If you're a guy that hasn't won a couple, that could be intimidating. And they want to get on that Olympia stage, and it's not easy to beat them guys.
But challenge against the best, plus $100,000. That's 8 times more than 15 grand, right?
Now, Andrew should have done it because I just don't think anyone on that stage would have beat him. I'm not that. Who knows what would have happened?
Yeah.
But there's he's a top 5 guy.
Next year is going to be Big Cruise, Andrew in Dubai.
Oh, I'm sure.
For sure.
I'm sure he'll do it next year. There's a lot of money.
How was the stage?
Great. I mean, the show was great.
I mean, it looked massive. I mean, I thought the Olympia stage that first year in Orlando was huge.
I thought it was one of the better, shout out to Botter. I thought it was one of the better stages I've seen in a while. It had the screens were up enough to where they didn't affect your vision if you were watching the show, but they had screens all around. So even if you were further back, you could see detail on like 4K screens off to the sides and across the top. So whatever Steve and Tyler were seeing, they weren't affected by this. They were just seeing the athletes. I think he did a great job.
How many total guys were there in the contest?
About 20?
18 because the Cruz was number 8.
There was like 40 in Classic.
Did
40
Issa compete or
no? They said he is going to again.
Okay,
but no, I didn't see him. Issa, what's his last name?
Olympia or
Yeah. He's from Dubai.
Yeah. He didn't. I mean, I had a guy from Iraq, Ali Salim. He plays 8, respectful.
Yeah.
Because Canadian guy plays stand. He was just like top 3 in whatever Toronto show. But, some good guys. Khaled, Egyptian guy, he plays 6th. I love his physique. Yeah. And he was phenomenal. Yeah. Top 5 are all good.
That show is going to be, it's going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to be one of those shows that guys look next year and say, I'm doing that. Yeah. It's going to come to a point where you're going to see Hottie do that show. Because why wouldn't he?
They're increasing to $500,000 total prize money.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah, that's what Bader said.
And then look, Hottie's right around the corner. It's not, and he spends a lot of time in Dubai.
I didn't know there was an hour-and-a-half flight to Iran.
Well, yeah, you got to think Iran is only about 75 miles.
I didn't realize it's that close.
Yeah, Iran's real close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming to Tehran is probably 2 to 3 hours because that's up in the northern part of Iran. But
I think hour and a half. That's
yeah. Oh, well, it could be. Why wouldn't Hottie do that show next year?
0 reasons. I mean, if I'm Hottie, I would do every show.
Especially $100,000.
Yeah, but he's always in shape.
Of course, he might be able to win one of those shows.
18 weeks out his, contest shape. By the way, I don't know if I should say that, but I can't keep my mouth shut. And
oh boy,
I'd like to some of
it. Push pause.
Yeah, maybe I'm not going to say, but I'm not going to say the actual weight of Hottie, but his off season to the contest fluctuates. I think 6 kilos, like 15 pounds.
Wow.
Okay, so he is constantly in a contest shape.
A lot of muscle.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about how Hottie was doing 3 hours of cardio, right? And this guy goes, like, what are you talking about? He never does cardio. He does 15-minute cardio. He trains twice a day. Excuse me? Yeah. And then his diet is like seafood diet. Whatever I see, I want to eat. That's what I eat. It's like not... Okay, probably Hottie gives him specifics, but he trains hard and burns calories. It's not like
Sergio Oliva,
the senior, right? I mean, John Brown, Serge Bray, Thierry Pastel.
None of those guys. That's Chris Aceto's theory was train twice a day, and I mean, you don't.
Is there anybody who trains harder than Hottie?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Twice a day training is
twice a day
be key.
And not just a training, it's Hottie training. You've seen
balls to the wall.
Holy shit. So the guy, occasionally his training partner, he was at the cruise party. He talked to me in details. Of course, I always like to find out more and more. He said, in Iran, you don't have a phone and videotape and screenshot and bullshit, whatever. You go to the gym.
Train.
Yeah. It's like... head breaks loose.
Best I ever looked training twice a day.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's not a common thing now. I think even for yourself.
Training.
I know, but twice a day, do you instill that on people?
I would. I mean, up until 2007 when I had all these guys, Dennis Falk, Hida, Silvio, Johnny Jackson, Armin Schultz, Joel Stubbs. Train twice a day, 6 days a week. You took it 2 days on, 1 day off.
Train 2 days, so 4 workouts over 2 days, take a day off.
Yeah. I had it straight. I mean, why, if that's all you do, you have 24 hours.
I was so sore.
Yeah?
So sore.
Every time you train, you get sore.
Yes.
How come?
The amount of, I think the carbs I eat and the fullness.
Fake gear.
Yeah, no. Yeah, 1,000 grams of carbs, right?
I mean, that was a lot of pushing. I mean, there was a lot of calories in, burning out.
So you didn't have to do any cardio. We did twice.
I didn't for 01 Olympia and 02 Arnold victory.
I suppose you're burning.
I didn't do a lot in 03 coming back for the shows, Ironman and all.
Well, you were telling me like you were ready. You didn't have anything to burn.
Like, I just had to be careful not to burn up too much because I got lean super fast. I'd get on that fish diet, and that was like no red meat.
So at that time, you're just eating a shitload of carbs and fish.
Yeah.
And eggs.
Low fat. Yeah, protein powder too.
Yeah. I mean, I would still have London broil, supposed to be like 4% fat. Super low, right?
I haven't heard that London broil name.
Yeah, London broil, yeah. But, man, that was toughest steak. It's like eating your bottom of your shoe. I'm serious. But when you're young, as long as it's low fat, it's allowed.
Yeah.
And then if you take a London broil, pound of turkey tenderloin, pound of chicken, and grind it, and then put like 10 egg whites, and then you have like your best patties, 4 different kinds of protein, and it tastes great. Yeah. So speaking of overtraining, back in the 90s, we were training twice a day. Not everybody. I know that Lee Haney.
It was in the magazines a lot.
Did
Haney do it?
No, I don't think so. But 24 hours a day, like, why not?
Cormier did it. Flex Wheeler did it.
They did it. We all
Paul
did.
Dillette did it.
Dennis Jans did it.
Yeah.
I don't know about Ronnie.
I don't think so.
Didn't he, if I remember,
He was police officer.
He trained 5 days a week and took weekends off, didn't he? But he did train 2 body parts.
I think he trained 6 days and took Sunday off because he went to church.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, as far as Dubai, I think that the top 5 all look tremendous. Top 6, yeah. I mean, I would go down even further, but yeah.
There had to be some other honorable mentions in the show.
Yeah, like I said,
you had a couple guys, and what else? Anything out of the top 10? There were 18 guys.
Yeah, top 10 are all good. Yeah, do you have a?
Yeah, I just have images. I couldn't find.
No, video footage.
No, it's just not good. Wish we could find better footage. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah.
This.
Okay, left is that Egyptian guy Khaled, and he was competing against Regan in Egypt when you were there.
Okay,
and that guy was more strip guy, but he didn't make like top 4. Okay, so you can see structurally right away that one guy jumped in your eyes. It's the Hru's.
Yeah, good front double.
Yeah, phenomenal front double. I mean, those are top 6 guys. They can be on any stage.
Yeah.
I apologize, I forgot the name on the guy to the right. He placed 5th. My brain is dead right now, but he is a hashtag bodybuilding, like round muscle bellies, like superhero look. But you can appreciate the conditioning in these kind of pictures because they all look kind of like.
It's a little watch.
Just look at, like I said, look at Rubiel, just how big he is.
Yeah, and actually, when you look at the Rubiel, he didn't look that much off when you see some of the pictures.
I mean, to me, I look at his front double, and I'm like, wow, he looks pretty good. And you said he was,
He could pull a good amount off still.
Yeah. So now when I look at this picture, right, he still needs bigger arms, especially peaking biceps, hanging triceps when he lifts them up. You know how some people, when the arms are down, they have that crazy alter look, like triceps and brachialis. But when they lift the arms, they kind of disappear or they're not as good. Yeah. Good thing for Rubiel, he has a deep abs. So if he can somehow, and Chris Cormier is master of that, make the waist look smaller by bringing the obliques in.
Yeah, Rubiel wasn't in the shot yet.
Well, wasn't in the shot, but so the crew's legs already improved. I could see that he started using quads more than normally his glutes. So you can expect that his quads are going to keep improving.
See, I never understood when people would say he's got weak legs. I don't think he has weak legs.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the best legs up there. But they're not bad. I don't know. I just think it's kind of unfair criticism.
By all means. But again, when everything else is spectacular, you would want to be packaged the same way. So can his quads improve in size and
the separation,
sweep and separation. Yeah, and that's what Talamania was talking about.
So how does one, just for the audience out there, if you need more separation in your quads, is there something you can do for that, or is that just a genetic thing?
Well, what he was doing, that deep tissue massage will help, and deep stretching. Look, when it's medialis, lateralis, and how the muscle go, you stick that finger right there.
Do you think that helped you a lot?
I think it helped, but it also, what it did more, it allowed me to have the mind-to-muscle connection, because you learn about like the biomechanics and how the muscle actually flexes. And I think also what we talk about all the time, like you can really show with working your feet and your knees by popping it out. It's like when you do a leg extension, right, and you point your toes straight out,
It feels
you can really hit your upper thighs a lot more. And a lot of people don't know that. They just go through the motion. They go to the gym, they sit on a machine, and they just do the exercise, where that slight turn and positioning can make a huge difference. Just like he said, if he was using his glutes more, and now he's okay, you taught me a connection I probably didn't do, because he was just powering through weight. I'm sure he was strong as hell if his glutes were getting worked as much.
So this is what I always say. You pointed perfectly. So quadriceps, 4 heads. But you can, if you try to focus on one, engage one and try to shut everything else off. You can. People just don't realize that. When I do that hack press, I tell them, you have to shut off your lower back, your hamstring and glutes, and then you can push more with medialis, so you can push more with lateralis. You're in control.
But you have to lighten it up to do that sometimes, right?
Lighten up, of course. Once you establish that my muscle connection, then you can put more load. And I just said, for me, it's always the most painful part of the rep. That's where you should stay. Don't get out of it. And that's what I was doing with Behruz, and I can't wait to see improvements.
His hamstring from the side is just...
Yeah, hamstring, glutes. He has that.
Very impressive side chest.
When you look at the picture, they all look...
Body's got a great drop there, too.
Yeah.
With Nathan.
Yes. William, So a few people said, I didn't notice that he was not as full and straight in the chest. Now, when I look at it, maybe I can see there, and I didn't see it on the stage and backstage.
Are they all using the same coach?
Nathan
and
William do.
This guy's had a phenomenal year with these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Stefan. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He's now in the list.
Yeah. He's a special guy.
He did Martin Fitzwater too, right?
Yeah, he's a very special guy.
Yeah, he's really
he's all in it. I love it.
Actually, former competitor? Or?
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was a very good competitor, but he's very good.
Results are great.
Yeah, with the amateur guys too. If you go on his Instagram, there's like 15 people from bikini to wellness to whatever, mass physique. Yeah, he coaches everybody. But I like that he's quite liberal and he pushes to the limit. When I talked to Martin, he was carb loading like MF, like 3,000 grams of carbs. Like, holy shit. First time you're working with a guy and he's loading you up with 3,000 grams of carbs, that's kind of, gutsy, right? And he really got that super full. And these guys were getting... Nathan was super full. William was not super full, but I think perfectly conditioned. Could he be a little bit more fuller? Yeah. But he was going for condition.
Impressive. Every guy can get in a side tricep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably one of the best 6 guys.
Yeah. Look at them. Every one of them looks
Small
great.
waist,
They all look great.
They all look great.
William's side tricep is just nutty.
Khaled all the way to the left. Look at it. He is phenomenal too. Okay, so when you look at what's his name, Rubiel here, he looks quite conditioned, right?
Yeah.
But you hear feedback from the judges and everything is not. So that's quite interesting. So people that were not there and they just look at the picture and they judge by that, you can't really tell.
What was the criticism on that Rue's back double?
Tyler said he still needs more density to the back, you know.
Can you see that?
On this picture, yeah. I mean, he has tremendous back. He also said the thickness, and I don't think that he expressed himself good enough because Big Cruz has a thick lats. I promise you that. And when you see his training, he was doing 5 plates, bend over rows, like 10 reps on Instagram. I mean, he is one of those that loves training back and lats. I hate it.
I can see the knottiness here, that he doesn't have the knots that some of these guys have, and I think that's what they look at, right?
Yeah, but he is also, he leaned back a little bit too much. Yeah.
Was this his best look?
Probably not. Romania, pretty much every year, for second, third year, 2001, 2, and 3, we went for that crazy conditioning and dryness, and here we didn't go too far. It was good enough.
The guy on the end is really good, this guy.
Yeah, I don't know his name, I'm sorry. I want to say Ali also. Yeah, it was...
Is he from where?
I don't know.
UAE, yeah.
That's the problem with this show, is the expense of a lot of these U.S. athletes to get over there, because there weren't any... Were there any U.S. athletes competing besides in the other divisions?
Just Brian that I could think. Aaron Banks.
Other divisions, yeah.
At Open?
I don't know. Was there?
Who?
I don't think so. Unless there was someone that just slid in that wasn't a big name or anything.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was mostly European and Middle East.
Yeah.
South American. Where does Angel live? Calderon.
Spain.
Where did he compete?
He won the 212.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that.
And
good shot for Betruz with this ab and thigh, right?
oh, he still doesn't put the leg in front. It's very interesting, you know, when you put one leg in front, you have that sartorius. For some reason, it doesn't really happen to him. I mean, I was like, so to change the pose and put him in uncomfortable position, but you don't really gain much, it's a risk. I did this before, like with Troy Hours once. I changed his pose like day before a show, a last spread from behind, and I fucked it up completely because he didn't feel it, right? And he was trying to do what I told him and didn't look as good as he normally looks. So, yeah, I give up on those kind of things. Yeah, you better stick with what works. See here, Rubiel, I mean, it's straight up and down, and he's emphasizing his abs, but he should have pulled those obliques in.
For the guys that don't pull their obliques in, how do you do that? Explain it.
Yeah, you know, there are a couple of things. When you breathe out, you try to make your waist. So first you push obliques in.
Trying to feel your...
You squeeze them in. Yeah, squeeze them in. And then blew them too, yeah. But if you squeeze the abs first, obliques come out. Yeah. Dennis James, I mean, even now when we talk about, that was freaky. He could have breathe out and bring the waist into like non-existent, you know, like this kind of pose. Eh? And he said, like, why didn't you do this for the abs? But he didn't. And I'm telling you, it just waist disappears as he do that thing.
Sits on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see, like, Nathan still obliques out. Rubiel. William doesn't do the ab shot anyway. Here, this is that problem for Rubiel. You see what I mean? Yeah. He needs to... When you have a problem area, I think that 90% of the focus is on that problem area, right? Because if he tries not to show his chest and shoulders and arms, he can't. They're going to be there. And I say this all the time. focus on abs. Now for the Cruz, you probably seen him before, and I told him like he had a fibers, super crispy, cross-trained, but you couldn't really see on the stage. Backstage, like, yeah, he flexes it, you could see it. On the stage, like, holy shit. So for me, I don't know if judges saw it, both Steve and Tyler, the thing that he looked tremendous. He won, straight across the board, so I don't know how close it was. For me, of course, I was nervous because William improved his leg size big time.
Yeah. I've noticed that this year. His legs look back to
42 years old. How do you do that, right?
Yeah.
Even your legs going away, right?
Could William be a threat at the Olympia?
Top 6?
It's going to be hard.
First call out? Could he be first call out?
I don't know, but he could be. I mean, you never know. I can't say, don't never say never. But when you think about if you have a top 3 from last year, the Hottie and Derek and your eye is hurting.
So I saw the eye surgeon today. My eye's not happy.
Oh man, sorry about that. And then Samson, right? And then you have the Andrew Jack. You have a Hunter Albrada. Both didn't qualify yet, but it's certain Nick Walker, right? And then you have Big Cruz and so many other guys that already
Rafael.
Rafael Brandao
Or Rafael.
Is he preparing
For the Olympia?
Yeah,
Assuming.
I assume too, but I don't know.
Oh, I mean, he won, Brazil?
Yeah, he was quite big in the recent pictures.
He improves a little bit. He's going to be knocking at the door. He's top 6. We haven't talked much about him.
Pacific West Injury Law. Injured? Call 602-HURT. Car accident? Call 602-HURT. Our firm is dedicated to you and your recovery.
Well, he disappeared, but I don't know if he's. I have to ask Horse. No,
I saw Horse fighting.
Yeah.
He kicks pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Who is he fighting?
He was flipping. He was.
Yeah, he's posting all this. He sent me today also. He's kicking and doing.
Is he becoming an MMA guy now because you're pushing him for this?
Yeah, but listen, it's great to be functional, and that's a great
artery too, right?
Yeah, also like 30. I think. I've seen the picture of you, him, and Regan like years ago in Brazil
together.
Yeah, he was quite jacked already.
Regan was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Regan won his pro card then?
Yeah, Regan looked like...
Regan won in 16.
Oh.
Okay, it could be from there.
Yeah, 16.
So he had a baby face. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, Dubai next year is going to be stacked. And, are you going to Dubai Muscle Show?
I'm booked. I have a contest that day in Massachusetts. No, sorry. I'm at Dave Lieberman show.
Yeah.
In Ohio.
Yeah. You usually go
going or?
I don't know.
No, we haven't been in a few years now.
I was never invited for that one.
I went 2 years ago with Yamamoto and Regan.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's been what? Maybe
they hit me up to come.
19's the last time you went? 19.
Yeah. They have another show they're doing.
Saudi
Arabia
also.
also.
They're doing another one in Saudi.
Oh, yeah, you told me about it. Are you going?
Asked me.
Yeah, no.
We're usually not too heavily.
He doesn't want to go nowhere.
Yes. Well,
if the money's right, I'm sure he'll.
I don't like to venture on these long journeys. I mean, hearing both you guys, I know that time change. And when we went together, I remember being up in the middle of the night and going and training because
3 a.m, yeah.
I didn't take any sleeping pills or anything, and I was trying to adapt. And I said to him the same thing. I said, "You got sleeping pills?" And he's like, "No." Like, man, I don't know if I could travel. Like the same thing with Germany when we went to FIBO. I was like, boom, 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 because I would sleep on normal schedule.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just absolutely destroyed. So
you know, I used to love going on the long trips, and now we went the 1 year when it was the Olympia was the same week, and I never had jet lag in my life, and I've flown constantly around the world. Now, if I go to Europe, I'm fine. But if I go to the Middle East or Asia, I am screwed for like 2 weeks. I cannot fight it.
After you came back here, I tried to text you all day long. You didn't answer.
Yeah, no. When I got back, I went to sleep at 3 in the afternoon. And the other thing, too, there are so many problems at the airlines now.
Tell me about it.
They stranded me and lost our bags twice.
He's a one. He's a one case. They said, they won't close the door on you. You're a one case.
They closed it watching me walk up. And I was on the phone and they're like, we're so sorry. We're going to give you a $400 voucher. I'm like, I don't need your $400. I said, just give me on the flight. You just ruined my day.
In Germany, they closed the door right now. Yeah, I was right there. I said, what do you mean? They didn't let me. But speaking of that, I'm at the UFC, right? 1:30 in the morning. It's still going on, right? And I get bing message. Oh, your flight is delayed 6.5 hours. Oh, which means I'm going to lose the connection, right? Okay, and then you can log in here, and so of course you log in. And you can look for the different flights. You can't find anything, right? And then you go back to hotel 4 o'clock in the morning, and you can't call anybody. There's no phone line. Oh, but you can chat. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to chat. It's automated chat. So I say finally, okay, I need to talk to the live agent. Okay, 30 to 60 minute wait. Are you going to wait? Yes, I'm going to wait. Now it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm waiting. Are you still there? Yes, I am. Beautiful. Then about 20 minutes later, ding, notification. What? Look at the screen. Error. I'm gone. So, of course, stupid me, I said, okay, I'm not going to just go to sleep. Let me try this again. So I did it again. The same scenario happened. So you guys, if you're going to go on the United chat, that's what's going to happen. Automated, whatever. You can get your real answer that you're looking for. Then you're going to wait for a live agent, 30 to 60 minutes. After 30 minutes, they're going to check if you're still there, like I was. And again, error.
Your status airline, though, they usually take better.
I have a private line I call.
Yeah, you have.
So if I would have known that, if you would have called me, I would have called them and just three-way called you, and I would have got in through in about.
Oh, you were not responsive.
2 minutes.
Out. Yeah, because I asked you that question. Look at it. I asked you right away. So what do I do?
I remembered responding. I'm like, oh shit, that was like 8 hours ago. It was completely. I was toast.
Thanks a lot.
I got to the house. We landed at about 1:30. Of course, they lost one of our bags here in Vegas too. I got home about 2:45. By 3 o'clock, I went to sleep. I woke up at 9:30 for about 15 to 20 minutes, went back to bed till 4 in the morning. And ever since then, I wake up at 4 a.m. now on the dot. I just wake up.
They delivered my bags 30 minutes before I came here. Yeah.
They delivered mine the night before. And for Regan and I, they left our bags. So when they told me, first they said, after they closed the door, they said, you're going to have to stay the night and take the flight tomorrow. I said, no, you're getting me to Beijing. And I said, there's a flight to Korea, there's a flight to Tokyo, there's a flight to the Philippines, to Hong Kong. You're getting me there. So when they said, we're going to put you on Air China from San Francisco to Hong Kong to Beijing, and I went, you're going to lose our bags. Like, oh, no, what? I said, you're going to lose our fucking bags. I said it just like that. Yeah. What'd they do? They left their bags at home.
Of course.
So we get to the hotel, and I'm like, I'm in sweatpants, and I'm grungy from flying all day. So I got some soap like I've done before, put water in the sink, washed my clothes in the sink, wring them out, rinse them, wring them out, and I hung them up, and I got a blow dryer and plugged it in all night. I turned it on and let it blow all night to dry my clothes, so I had clean clothes the next day.
Yeah. Let's talk about Tampa.
Okay.
Because that's last show, right? And we have to give a credit to John Delarosa. Yeah. It's a close friend.
John said, dude, he's had a hell of a year. And he went from nobody really talking much about him. He's kind of done, and he had a bicep tear. And
yeah, I was saying he's too small.
Yep. Everyone's saying this.
Do you remember, though, people were like, oh, he's making a bad choice. He's going to risk he could have qualified at
Detroit.
Yeah.
Because it was a good...
something like that.
Yeah. And he went into Tampa, and
he pulled it off.
He pulled it off. I mean, it's not a bad choice, but he had a multiple choice.
Improving at 40.
Yeah.
He's 40. Yeah, he just turned 40.
Really?
Yeah, he just turned 40.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we kind of expected him to win this based on who was showing up.
and how good he looked at the Arnold too. He looked great. I mean,
he looked great there. And I've seen some pictures, comparisons from Arnold's stage, and the ones that I've seen, he actually looks better at that show. So you got to give him credit. But like some of the pictures and videos, really deceiving us. Like, okay,
yeah, I get
he's not as good. And then you see the next picture, like, holy shit, he is super sharp. I've seen Derek Lansford talking about it. He's giving him credit. Like Mohamed Foda was expecting to win, and I guess he didn't. And then there was some crazy fans again giving like
shit for winning. Yeah, but
that's how it's not.
He hit me about it last night, and he said, "I didn't realize there was controversy." I said, "Well, I'm going by like kind of eyes." And Ian posted up, "Hey, it was clear John won." And I know they're friends and everything, but the consensus is, he deservingly won it. This guy's phenomenal that got second, though.
He's got
Mohamed Foda has everything, yeah. He has a beautiful shape, everything, nothing missing. But when you try to dissect him, you can still see back needs...
Yeah, of course. Everyone needs more back, though.
Well,
right? I needed more back.
Yeah, but you eventually pull it off, then you look very competitive. So it's not like lights out, game over. You actually stood right next to Ronnie, and he beat you in those poses, but he didn't demolish you. John Delarosa demolished him on the back poses. The back double biceps especially, like holy. And then John had a very good side chest, side tricep. Yeah. I didn't see those pictures, but... Foda had a tremendous shape. Now, I'm going to say that as good as he was, I don't think he was as good as you look at 6 weeks out, 5 weeks out. But those first pictures were coming on Instagram. I was so impressed. He was ripped to pieces and just as big or bigger.
What about these other guys? So what about the worked with? Yeah. He made a good impression.
Yeah, very good impression. Chris Stull is his coach.
Yeah, he was good. He's got the crazy shape. Wheels, right?
Yeah, and beautiful shape. Now, yeah, he could still be more conditioned. I guess he's in Texas, and Chris is going to try to just rip him to pieces. Vlad Sukurechko, looks tremendous. Look at
how old is that guy?
Also around 30.
Pretty young.
But I know from somebody from Dubai that actually saw what happened. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
You're getting in trouble.
Here you go again, right? So there was some arm wrestler guy that challenged him for arm wrestling. So he goes, okay, and the guy broke his arm,
so,
which is, almost sure to happen. I don't know, 3-4 guys. Yeah?
Victor Martin.
I had a couple of German guys that did this. So, and that was not too far away. And if you look at Laszlo Korechko's Instagram, you could see him being escorted to the hospital and then that big old scar. How did he come back so quickly? I take my hat off to him. Look at that. Size is there, condition is there.
He's a beast.
And now, in this show, finally, he pulled his lats out completely. You see here, lats out, so he's super competitive in this pose. But he didn't have it in Chicago, whatever. He couldn't pull it out. There was like trap, lock up, and lats flare out. He is in great condition. No?
Which guy is this?
In the red trunks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that back.
His back looks ridiculous.
Right? A lot of lower lat thickness there. I think he's a pretty young guy, Milos.
Yeah, they're all young guys. Okay. Decent side triceps is not the same side triceps the guys in Dubai that had it perfect. What I'm going to say this about Foda. Foda needs to pay attention to his abs. In many poses, you can see that he didn't flex his abs correctly. And I challenge you, whoever is going to try to challenge me, look at all the videos and pictures. for beautiful physiques like that, as I said, other muscles, if you try to hide a screwed up presentation, you can't really. Chest is going to be there. Shoulder is going to be there, right?
Is he living in the USA?
I think he lives in Dubai, no?
I'm not sure.
Sure either.
Well, he's been hanging out in the USA because of these shows.
No. I mean, Derek said that he was stuck in the airport and he went to bring him the food.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
That's wonderful, right? You know?
Put something here real quick because I don't know if I have this shot.
What are you looking for?
I think the back double's not in there, so I have it, so I'm going to transfer it from the other computer.
Shout out to NPC News Online, I guess.
Okay, so nobody out of the 6 guys have a tremendous abs.
That's very disappointing for you.
But abs is the center of the body and such a beautiful muscle, right? And I don't know if all the guys are training and know how to present them. You have to master your abs.
I agree.
Yeah. You were a master of that.
I'm training my abs. Not
You always do. Even now.
Right now.
I think I did abs once.
You trained abs?
Listen to you, you're saying everybody. They don't train them. You didn't train them either.
Yeah.
I can see with these images, John looks impressive, but some of the other guys look, I mean, Vlad next to him is massive.
Yeah.
And Jordan, he looks
Again,
really
we would have
good
just
too.
had to have been there in person to really
Of course.
understand it. If people there that have a great eye said John was the winner, you got to kind of trust it.
You guys opened my eyes for that footage from Auto Classic UK that I saw one thing and you saw completely
What he
different.
said.
Yeah, no, you said you have to be there to appreciate it. And then Masters, Olympia, you were there and say that.
Not seeing James Hollingshead on competition this year.
I don't know.
Yeah, he competed on a classic, right?
He looks really good right now.
Every bodybuilder is bodybuilder, right? As a hardcore. You could see its muscle is hot.
John, this is where John runs it.
John looks
Lights out. That's what Ronnie Gorman would say. I mean, here, you can glance for 1 microsecond.
see what the judges saw.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations, John.
John's wide. That's what his advantage. He actually has good shoulder width.
Yeah.
And it has
See
a
his
shape.
structure.
I always like his show.
I've said that to John.
Okay,
I said, dude, as soon as he gets in shape, he's a
Is this the best he's looked, though, Matt?
I think this year, I think so.
Okay,
I had a conversation with him this morning. We FaceTimed, and I told him that. I said, dude, this is the best year you've had as far as John always had everything, but he'd always come in off or soft or nothing.
Where is he challenging the Olympia? I cracked the top 10.
Yes.
that's about.
Yes. I think, and I told him today, just be the best you've ever been.
Yeah.
And where you deserve to place, you're going to fall. Because there's guys that should beat him on paper that are probably going to be off. And if he's there, he can move up. So I think he can get in that second call out. Where he'll fall in there.
My observation for John, okay, I always said my opinion. I've seen just the pictures and some brief video. Lat spread and front elbow biceps. His abs got washed out.
Uh-huh.
And then he did a double biceps with the abs and looked tremendous. And I know that a lot of people don't like to do that. I always did the front elbow biceps with my abs because I don't lose the width that much, minimal, but you gain all that detail in the center of the body. And for him, when he did a few pictures I could see, from the biceps with abs, it looked tremendous. And the one with he didn't really do the vacuum, but how he stretches the abs, there was no depth to it. There's no detail. It didn't look as good. Lat spread is hard to do front lat spread with the abs in and not to lose the width, but it's possible.
I couldn't do it.
I did it always. I like it. I like both versions.
Nick Walker can do it.
Yeah, it looks good. Ronnie Coleman tried to. It didn't work for Ronnie. As Travis goes out and loses. Big Ronnie was doing it, and I didn't actually like it. I liked better, the open lats, but he did it both.
He's so wide he could kind of
he could, but you have to just really realistically assess which pose do more for you. Yeah, so I think, John, my opinion, review all the pictures. I think you gain tremendously more when you put the abs into the picture than if you don't. Side poses are great, back poses are great.
So who else this year still has to qualify that's a contender?
Hunter.
And Hunter?
Yeah.
Those are two main names.
The two main names.
How many qualifying we have right now? Do we?
Yeah, 16, I think.
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, I think 16.
So more than likely we're going to have, 20 guys? And some won't show up. There's going to be guys that don't compete.
Yeah. Possibly.
Uh-oh.
That means your training is ready to start.
That means Milos has to leave us.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, I got to go.
You can walk out of the podcast.
You can just ditch us for Hunter. It's okay.
You're training today, by the way.
I hope Chest. He has to leave in an hour.
So who's qualified so far? We got...
I'll leave you guys.
Lunsford,
Right.
Chupon. Yeah. All right, bro.
You got everything?
Now it's just us. Milos is going to ditch us. Let's talk shit. So Derek Lunsford, Chupin, Samson, Theo, Raphael, Martin Fitzwater, Nick Walker, Tonio Burton, Akeem, Brandon Curry, William Bonnick, Behruz, Nathan Diasha, John Jewett, Mohammed Foda, and John Delarosa.
So Brandon Curry, we don't know. I mean, you're over in the Middle East. He's there.
He wasn't in Dubai, so I'm assuming he was in...
His son got a letter for
Did he?
football, yeah.
So I'm assuming...
We'll see you, bro.
See you later. I'm assuming he was in Kuwait. I haven't spoke to him in a while. So.
I see his training videos. He looks phenomenal.
Where could he fall?
He was fourth last year with being sick. What do you think? Mr. Olympia.
He's going to be the first call out
for top 5.
Where's
give him that shot?
Of course.
Respect factor.
Of course. He still has the physique too. I don't, it doesn't look like he's
changing coaches
backwards.
And
who's coaching him now? Has he said?
Great question. I mean, it's not Abdullah.
I don't know. Maybe,
but he has the density, and that's really, when you get to the Olympia stage, that density makes a huge difference. The round muscle tissue, it's just nailing what his best condition is. Kind of like a William thing. I remember him and William battled for Arnold Classics, and I think tossed each other with.
So how many people would you anticipate in the first call out?
8.
So if you go by last year, you're going to have, just looking at this list, Derek, Nick,
Samson,
Hottie, Andrew. That's 5.
Yeah.
Brandon Curry, 6. Who are going to be the other 2 if they slide in there? Hunter, he was in there.
No, you could have a 6 call out, 5 call out.
Just those.
And there's going to be, like you said, I hate to say it and I hate to jinx people, but someone's going to miss.
Yep.
We all have.
Of course.
So that could really turn things up. Like you said, a guy that's got a better body may not, Nick Walker's a big question mark because they have a lot of people eyes on him. Can he come back in Olympia form like he has the times he's competed rather than New York Pro condition?
Mm-hmm.
Martin Fitzwater, could he be in that first call out? He's
good.
Pretty good.
He could. It's his first Olympia. I'd never
Why is Nathan going to come?
I don't know.
Is Behruz going to come? He could be in the first call out.
If Behruz is here, I do believe he would be in the first call. I do.
So they
see if he's here. Look, Nathan could slide there too, but so could William. So you're going to have, if there's that many guys there, looking at this list, there's a lot of guys that have been, just looking at this list, Derek, Hottie, Samson, Raphael could be in there.
Oh, that's right.
Martin Fitzwater. Antonio Burton was 8th last year.
Yes.
Akeem's been 6th. Brandon's been there. Bonnick's got 2nd. Behruz, Nathan. I mean, there's 10 guys here that could be in the first call-out. And there's still 2 more big names to go. And is Rami going to compete?
They say he's looking bigger. You didn't see him?
No, I actually didn't see him. I texted with him a little bit, but sorry, I went and saw my eye surgeon today, and my eye's not happy. But
we'll wrap up here in a second. But so you didn't get to see him, but did you see? It's floating on the internet that he's looking.
I mean, I didn't see him. I saw pictures of him.
Okay,
but we texted a little bit. I just didn't have the time to see him. So, but
it's building a hell of a contest coming in October.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 60th.
How many more qualifying shows are there? Is the question though? I know there's Texas. Does Legions count? It doesn't
for
count.
next year.
Okay, and there's one more after that. Italy is still a qualifier, and Texas is a qualifier.
Texas, Italy. There's I believe another Spain, UK. I think there's 4 more, or they're Portugal.
Okay,
IFBB. Get. Let's go here.
Listen, guys, there might be some sleepers out there. Let's hear your comments. Who you think, who we're missing that still could possibly topple a Hunter or an Andrew, or maybe this.
Right. So we have Tampa still.
That's done.
Well, I'm sorry, not Tampa. We have Texas. I'm sorry, Texas. Then we have the Italy Pro, September 8th. The UK Pro. So we have 3 more. And then Legions is for next year. And then there's a France show the weekend after, then Romania, then
all those are
after 4. There's 5 shows after, 5 shows that still qualify for next year. But yeah, we have the UK, Italy, and Texas. And that's it. So 3 more shows. So 3 more guys are going to qualify. I'm assuming it's going to be Andrew, Hunter, and I don't know who's the
guys in UK. Nathan will maybe do it.
I mean, if he's in shape, why not go get that check? It's in his backyard. Or maybe some other guy will slide in there, and that's been battling all year, So.
Yeah, let's hear your comments. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know who you think's going to...
Start picking your top 5 that out of this lineup.
How crazy is that? The Olympia is, 10 weeks, 9.5 weeks out?
Yeah, it's 9.5 weeks.
What are you thinking about with the 60th? What goes through your head?
60 years. I wish Joe was there to witness it, because the whole reason this thing... I really just hope that the focus stays on Joe Weider creating this.
Oh.
And those memories. It's just this generation doesn't really know who Joe Weider was. A lot of guys never got to meet him. They only hear about him. But I think as it distances, the notoriety of Joe Weider's Mr. Olympia is not recognized as much, which is disappointing for me, because, man, he set that show and he would have the top guys, and our contractor said, your whole goal all year is to qualify for this thing. And that was the coolest thing, because you were it was kind of like our own house, and then we competed against the house.
Yeah.
Because most of the guys competing and the top guys were all belonged to the Weider organization.
Is Betty going to go there?
Love to see that.
How old is she now, you think? Early 90s? Or maybe mid-90s? I mean, she was there. I
wish Arnold would go. I wish they'd bring all the former that are still alive. That'd be phenomenal to get.
I mean, she was at the one when Phil got the gold trophy at the 50th. She was there, because I remember Arnold was there.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember right, I think he walked her out.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're there. It'd be a great look for the sport. But yeah, guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, there's it's a big hype. Obviously, the Olympia's, it's coming up 9.5 weeks, and
it's in our hometown this year.
Yeah.
We don't have to fly to Florida.
It's great.
Yeah.
And hopefully everyone will be hitting all the gyms, checking out the Fit Club, and obviously people visit Flex's gym, and all the local gyms, Elevation.
They'll be cranking.
Yeah. So, guys, comment below what you guys think. if you guys have some insight on the show, if you were there, love to hear the comments of the people that were either at the Dubai Pro or the Tampa. And
congratulations to John and Behruz and everyone else that competed. You guys killed it up there. And, we'll be back for the next episode next week. So,
yes, sir.
Thanks for following along.